because I went to countries. I'm not criticizing because I want to criticize. I'm criticizing because we said yesterday, former President we are riding private jet. But the Joseph Parker has brought to power is riding private jet from here to go to the country. Yeah. But I will speak because people in sacrifice saw me while passing to go on a convoy. Spend my own money to bring him to power because we thought the wrong yesterday was going to be right today. Yeah. I had no regret to vote against one person here. But the people that are brought to power will regret why I have to vote for them. They can be. This country is a better place and will be a better place. Yes, sir. Because there's money in the country that we can live for. We don't need money from outside. So, but we don't want to empower people here. We say that our lawmakers, we have become lawbreakers. We have become criminals. We put all the money in the budget for ourselves and leave them out. I want to challenge some of your lawmakers. Some people say they want this senator. They're breaking all the law. The law you mean you're breaking the law, but you want to go up. You know why people want to go up? Because they want to increase the time. They say they are too short. You cannot be a gangster. Then you want to run global. You cannot be a lawmaker that then you strike the law that we lay ourselves. Then you say you want this senator, then you waste your time. Nobody here can be for the government economy. But when we can be for it's not happening and it will never happen. The only thing they are there for, when last people on their government came and said, Sanctuary people, don't know what you're saying, give me 1% and one go in law. But they sit down over there in point their family protocol they need work and do. And now the person that needs work and do, now the person Sanctuary people say they want there. We implore our family because some people are happy. Because it is a time to be happy. It is no other time when the country is not better. It is every other time when the country is better. And we give this as a challenge to all of you people. 2029, we may be on the ballot for the presidency. Where we will come here and say, Brother Sacraments, you people will have to appoint a commissioner for Sacraments. Brother Sacraments, they are educated people. It's not about education. It's about how well you govern your people. They got people that got degrees. They know nothing. The only pastor will interest because we are close. When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighter, you living up. Freedom fighter, you living up. Freedom fighter, you defend up. When they were coming, they said they were labor. When they were coming, they said they were labor. From when they came, what kind of people said freedom fighter, you living now. Freedom fighter, you killing now. Freedom
Anything you want to say, thank you so much.
I'm friend of the United States, and we believe in your policy of making America great again. And we also go a long way with you with your diplomacy that has to do with economic development and commercial friendship. Liberia has a lot of minerals. And one of the things we ask as good friends for a long time is the opportunity to do a survey of minerals. And also we are committed to peace. And we are very lucky within our region. We had a country that had a series of democratic elections. And our country had the
I'm a freedom fighter. I'm a freedom fighter. I'm a freedom fighter. I'm a freedom
Oh, yes, indeed. What a great day. What an interesting opportunity it feels. Indeed, a beautiful Thursday morning from the nation's capital in Monrovia. Good morning. Good morning, folks. Good morning, Liberians. Wherever you are on our voice this morning, a pleasant way we'd like to welcome all of you to yet another exciting conversation about the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development. This is our one common denominator. This is exactly what we hold in common. This is indeed the cooperation we all hold a stake and of course share. We all are shareholders in the great Republic of Liberia. That's why everything that happens matters to us, and of course we must all raise our voices. And of course the system must provide the environment to protect each and every Liberian voice. Oh yes, indeed. What a great day.
They were coming, they said they were freedom fighters.
Good morning. Good morning to our Keke riders. And of course, we understand the government of Liberia, the government of Joseph Newman Boakai.
What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. What kind of
plan?
They are freedom fighters.
To limit your movements.
They are freedom fighters.
To limit your movement across the country.
They are freedom fighters.
Just whatever that's going to be. However we. So there is the Liberia National Police has also announced that the LTMR, the Lebanese folks, for whom they took the motor vehicle service contract from a Liberian business.
When they
We commence
say they were liberators,
the operation on the 13th.
they say they
In which way some kind of transition is supposed to happen, and at the same time, I think that is
when they came there.
that's when that has also been stipulated
What kind of people they so?
for the enforcement of the restriction
What kind
or the no-go zone.
of freedom fighter you rape?
First, it was motorcyclists. Now we're hearing keke.
Fighter you killing our
Why are they even trying to strangulate
fighter you destroy our.
the ordinary people means of survival? My best guess is telling me that the government have got some folks, some kind of agent sitting somewhere that have scratched some deals either into Uber service. It may not necessarily be Uber as we understand it in its full-fledged, but some kind of taxi cab service. So they're trying to get rid of the keke people and to create space for the taxi. Now, these are very exploitative people. They prefer creating means for cronies, friends, and associates, and deny the rest of the public. Even if it will require denying all of us access to the road to make money for ourselves and our family. But once some kind of very close friend to Bwaka goes there and say, Mr. Bwaka, my interest is I won't bring taxi cab in Monrovia, but they can't get thing, stuff. So Gregor Kumoya move the put on the road. So there are reports that the motor vehicle section at the Ministry of Transport, there's been some growing disgruntlement among them in the wake of the government's decision to transition to the LTMR. It appears there's going to be usurpation of function. So people are worried about their jobs. People are worried about their employment status and all of those things. What work do they have to do? And I'm told the motor vehicle section there have got a very significant number of employees, and all of those. I think we're hearing about protests, maybe go slow, some sort of action to signal their displeasure with the whole arrangement. It's important. It is very important to bring it up to speed in the rescue government about these and other issues that are hurting the day-to-day life of our people. Oh yes, gas price has increased. You remember once upon a time I told you that the government was going to come one fine day and lie to you. The very short stint of disagreement between Israel and Iran, they will excuse the stealing on that. A conflicting report on the status of budget performance, revenue generation, and all that. The Horses Committee earlier on reported, as quoted by media sources, nearly $18 million budget shortfall in the first quarter. But documents and reports from the Liberal Revenue Authority clearly indicates over $22 million in budget shortfall. What does that mean? What does that speak to revenue, the fiscal financial prudence? Where are we going? How are we going to develop if we cannot rally the resources? We're falling short of our own projection. What kind of government is this? What kind of president is this? And when we ask these questions, they say, "Oh, we don't like the president." Do I have to like the president? Does the president look likable? That man, what you're passing around. And then we take a flight to Washington, as most people anticipated, or probably thought. As we continue to rumble through diverse views, reactions, and opinions about the president's and of course engagement along with other African leaders, West African leaders at the Trump summit. That thing appeared like a summit to you, but anyway, so we'll play the recording. Some people say, "Oh yeah, the president spoke good English, so very important song."
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo.
My name is Abu Sharif, and of course, Higa Konda is here. Higa, a pleasant good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Abu. Good morning. We are here, and I must say you sounded very excellent. And you can speak good English, in fact. Yeah, but it's good that we're back here this morning.
Yeah, my man, we gotta be. Yeah, I think it's important, man. Yeah, so I mean, we're gonna school. I go to.
Yeah, no, but no, but on a frank note, Abu sounded very eloquent. He can speak good English, and I'm shocked. I know. I know we were in school. Abu.
Where did you learn your English? they just okay. Let's do the whole thing. If you ask me now, I say yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You say you are from Liberia. You speak good English.
Yes, sir.
And I didn't know. I don't know. He said what he said. Something like he said no. You speak good English. He said learning from Liberia. Where did you learn it from? He said Liberia. He said from Liberia. He said yes, sir. Yes, sir. So at least our government, our president now can travel, and now we now posting about we will make sure again.
Mm-hmm. Now we'll make sure anymore that yes, sir.
At least we can brag that we got a president that can speak good English. If Donald Trump,
our president lacks self-confidence.
If Donald Trump would understand French, he would have told the guy from Senegal that he can speak good French.
Man, that boy from Senegal.
No, the guy from Senegal
is
but for me, Abu, we get to that, but I don't know, but I don't think Trump was actually maybe praising our president as we say in the local language. That I consider was a mockery. In fact, a congresswoman from the US have shared similar thought. And all of these things, we talk about it. I'm sure they are part of our lineup, so we talk about it. There is a congresswoman, Jamal Crook, says Trump never misses an opportunity to be racist and wrong. And every day he finds a new way to be embarrassing, asking the president of Liberia where he learned English when it is literally the official language. Is speak arrogance. So this is it. Trump know that in Liberia.
So I was quite intrigued by a sovereign president sitting before on the hard table and then bowing in yes sir. I thought to know why was our president sounding like that, right?
The underground.
And besides, these things connote differently and it connotes beyond the ordinary, and it's important for our people to understand. So now, when you say yes sir, in most instances it signifies respectful affirmation or agreement. However, it is often used in response to a command or question from a male authority figure. Authority comes in right there, right? So when people are in a room and somebody feels extremely authoritative, they make a comment, right? Of course, the subordinate in the most part. And this subordinate, in the context of Bouaka and Trump, it's not just from the size of the country, the GDP, and all of those, no, but it's from the personality, right? It's from the personality. This was a slap in the face of Bouaka's personality, heralded personality. For me, I know Bouaka has no personality, and it is a great thing that these were opportunity to showcase the fact that Bouaka has very low self-esteem. And this is how he has been. That's why he has always, used tribalism and other things to offset his limitations, and of course, and all of that. So beyond, when you say yes, sir, it conveys a sense of acknowledgement of the person's position or status. So you're saying they made him a superior. He bigger than me. I'm a boss man. I'm a chief. He can think better than me.
Yes, sir.
He sound by me. He go to cool school by me.
Yes, sir.
He know about government business more than me. He correct my head. So basically, that's what Bouaka was trying to convey. So it's important for you to understand. Yes, sir, it's just not in the ordinary sense. If a good man, and while opening your gate, and and he say yes sir.
Yes, sir.
He's trying to say yes sir. You are that sir. You're above, and you're above in everything. Your head better by here, everything, blah blah blah, and stuff. So the phrase can also be used in less formal settings, sometimes with a hint of irony or to mock, right? But in the case with Chom and Bwaka, right, was to actually demonstrate that, of course, Chom is a superior logician than Bwaka is. Chom understands the turf and the terrain. So where does that leave Bwaka's 40 some more years of experience that he does not have, and he cannot mount the podium to speak, and confidently, so confidently, and he speaks like one rookie from behind the hall, what you just bring, and new recruit. He say yes sir, yes sir, and
Yeah,
I think that was somehow belittling, and the president did not. Of course, all he had to do was to address the president like all of the other presidents did, call him Mr. President, right? Of course, and Trump who have never felt offended by that. But again, this small mindset, this mediocre mentality is what the president took on the largest stage. So you see, our country is being mobbed, right? AB Williams shared some kind of Nigerian reaction, Nigerian or Ghanaian reaction to the situation, right? Like what you just read, right? This was we are looking at it from the Liberian viewpoint. The Americans will look at it from the American viewpoint, right? And again, of course, everybody know Mr. Trump, and Mr. Trump does not shoot. I mean, means his words on his philosophy, his belief in who he is, his personality. He's kind of assertive, and he makes you to know that this is me. If you think it's being racist, but yeah, that's me, right? So, what kind of characteristic our president carried there? Sounded like a beggar. He sounded like an insecure man, right? He appeared very, very unconvincing. His presentation were below the belt, and this is what you have to look at. So now, when you leave your country to engage a president who's clear about their foreign policy engagements beyond aid, rather collaboration, business cooperation, and all that. So you basically have a platform to pitch. So when I listen to our president, make a proposal for the Americans to come and do an assessment, and of our mineral capacity or mineral resources, then it tells me that the government has not been doing anything, contrary to what the very president submitted or reported to the legislature 2025. So two things is possible. Either 2025 in the State of the Nation address, President Baka lied to the legislature and the Liberian people. That's one. Or President Baka, for the most part, forgot, which is disgraceful, that there was a survey and a study done already that he should have taken to present to the U.S. president, right, in a business conversation, pitching Liberia's, a business readiness and capacity and all of that. But in the sense of representation, in terms of quality representation, Bwaka failed the country. I mean, this is it. In the context of diplomatic representation, right? Bwaka failed. So if you are looking at representation from the perspective of speaking good English or bad English, then that's up to you. But at the end of the day, you send somebody to go sell market. They came out the same market. So can you say,
they appreciate the person for covering distances?
Yeah. See,
how is the covering distance?
I was expecting
important?
you to start right to Johnson Street, but you went all the way to Corwell. You did well.
How is it important, especially when the market, a cent from that market were important?
Then they ask you, say, but how much you sold? Say nothing, ain't bad nothing. Say, okay, but you went all the way Corwell. Yeah, I went Corwell. So basically, that's what you all are trying to make look like it makes sense. Why do we present ourselves like a lesser country, within lesser things. Ghanaian will not be celebrating that. Nigeria will not be celebrating, quote unquote compliment of speaking good English and all of that, right? So you can look at that whole good English thing from different viewpoint. Bwaka is a kissy man by nativity, right? Learning to speak excellent English could be applauded. Somebody will say, "Oh, but originally this man is not. It's not, an Englishman. He does not originate, which is also, like the Congress lady said, racist, right? However, so it presents shock to you that this kissy man, right, from way in Wonsonga, who walked from Wonsonga to Monrovia and so Bidego with salt water in the stomach, right, could speak that degree of English and sound fluent, and self-explanatory, as much as his enunciations were awkward. But again, Trump feels that he came across. So Trump acknowledged the fact that Bwaka came across, but Trump also disagreed that Bwaka made sense in terms of pitching any idea, to the point where Trump could not pick up on anything
Any of the points
he
raised.
raised,
Yeah.
but rather he only applauded that. Oh,
Applauded.
okay, at least you're able to come across.
How is that? What dividends would Liberians tend to benefit? But let's inform our audience that we are here. Today is the jackpot day.
Mhm.
Yes, jackpot day, and we're here to give you anything between 7,500 to 40,000. I'm seeing 40,000.
Yeah, for the time.
40,000. So the code is star 255 star 1 hash, and then okay. Give a few seconds. You be asked which currency you want to play from. You choose to play from your Liberty account or your USD account. So like I said, the code is star 255 star 1 hash, and then you stand a chance to win for yourself here out of 40,000 Liberian dollars, 25,000 Liberian dollars, 15,000 Liberian dollars, or 7,500 Liberian dollars. So the code is just as simple as it is. The step it is as simple as it is, and then just 200 LD. So the time check is 3 minutes past 8 o'clock. Let's see between now to 8:15, 8:20. If we can have you play, then we can do the draw here. But it's up to you now. Star 255 star 1 hash. And then just for 200 Liberian dollars, you stand a chance to receive 40,000, 25,000, or 15,000 right here on the program this morning. So while we carry on the conversation, you can continue to check up, play, and then we'll be good.
That's correct. And so, Higa, this is very embarrassing, especially for me. I'm a student of, international relations, diplomacy, and foreign affairs. So, if you are sent as a representative, if you go, I mean, this is as the president of the country, you're the first diplomat, right?
Mhm.
And basically, your job is to represent the country's interest, speech, and attract, other people to the Liberian, content or reality, so people can come in. So there are many ways you can pitch. So the first man at the top of that burner, right, feels so desperately in representation, in presentation, and of course, so you go to that meeting, you come out zero. What do I mean by that? Let's look at, for example, a French-speaking president, right? The president of Senegal, and what he was able to get. First of all of those that prepare the president for yesterday's meeting failed him, right?
Most definitely.
Now, Sarah Breslow Yanti should have done a whole, presentation on the Trump administration, the psyche of Trump. When you go in the negotiation room, or you go in the room to bargain or to have conversations about on foreign matter, you got to know your opponent. You got to know the thinking.
Yeah.
You got to know their worldview. It's important. So it helps guide your conversation with the person. So you don't go there ignoring these critical facts. The president of Senegal
I wanted to speak about two
who
projects that I
speaks
think are an exception.
who speaks French, right? Knowing clearly who Trump is and understanding that President Trump is a businessman, a president who believes more in negotiation, cooperation, right? And of course, mutual beneficial, interactions. So he went and he was clear. Listen to the Senegalese president through the interpreter.
Projects that I think are an exceptional opportunity. I will speak about the U.S. Ecological Survey, which can
The U.S. Ecological Survey. So basically, what he tried to do is to know the program and policy that the U.S. has, right, versus what he has in Senegal, and where the programs can meet, right, for mutual benefit. So the state must be able to know that. So our foreign ministry feel once more. And a lot of you will not get it because you're so political, you'll be political about this thing. You can't go to that kind of because you know how much the country spend. You know how much, if they tell you the budget to get all these people to go there.
The potential of the minerals in our country. And thanks to American companies, we've been able to discover oil and gas.
So the young president of Senegal went there not to tell the president to come look for potential, but to tell the president what he has already done, what the country have already done, and what they have as comparative advantage that America could come and tap into, that their collaboration could focus on, and that will yield mutual benefit for the two countries. This is what serious negotiator will do.
950 billion cubic meters of gas that we can tap into in order to support our economy. And again, here we were able to do this with an American company. Another project I'd like to mention,
the second project,
and again, I would like to invite American investors to take part in this. It's for a digital city.
Digital city.
Hold
it right there. So this man went prepared.
He was basically knowledgeable to
exactly. He knew
the potentials of his country and all of that,
and he knew exactly what to sell, what to pitch to America that will attract Donald Trump and that will attract American investors. So he went prepared, right? He went with a prepared note. And I see you all passing around and say, "Oh, they say the president can speak good English. What kind of country are we? What kind of people are we?" Right? We're taking it's a diplomatic platform that play that to go stand on there. You say, "Oh, I can speak good English."
Provide a space within the city of Dakar. It has a view of the sea. It's on some 40 hectares, and this is a great opportunity for American tech companies to come in and make Dakar a tech city open to Africa. I was wondering what your secret was for resolving all these complex crises, and I know you are a tremendous golf player.
Okay.
Golf requires concentration and precision, qualities that also make for a great leader.
Senegal soft power is promoting the sport. You see, golf, they've been doing well in golf and all that, and and then the man using
the guy is well knowledgeable to things to some of the investment, to some of the investment of his, to some of the areas that are available for investment in his country. So unless our country,
Trump love golf, so the man is using
golf to
as
attract,
a soft spot to attract the man and present Senegal as a place for the golfing.
But unlike our president, who very knowledgeable to what the investment opportunities in our country are, so he was telling the U.S. He was telling the U.S. that you have to come and do a survey of those things that are in Liberia are not knowable. We not knowable. So our country is just our country. We don't know where to all we get there. Even though Baka signed before leaving from here, Baka signed or agreement with HPX. You don't know what HPX coming to do in our country. So Baka could not tell Trump that we got minerals in our country. We got oil. We got all of these things. All of these things we got in our country. Come and see where it is necessary for you to invest, especially business partners from the US, investors, where they can invest, where is their area of interest. I listened to, I think one of the countries, I think it was Benin or somewhere, where the president acknowledged the fight and the importance of electricity. And he even called on US investors who got interest in investing in electricity that the country was open. Baka know that we are challenging our country with the issue of electricity. Baka know that we are challenging with the issue.
You're not going to beg for aid.
No.
That's the time you say, oh, you carry your challenges. But at this forum, you're supposed to carry your opportunities that American investors and the American president could look at and say, okay, we can do business in our collaboration, in our US Africa policies and program, right? We could consider Liberia for the potential and the depth she has in, for example, minerals like or the iron ore deposit, right? Or you say just the forest, for example. So how this is a 42 years old experienced president, for God's sake. Listen to this young boy. This young man, I'm sorry to the people of Senegal, but this is so very disgusting. Our president, you see how useless it is, how useless it is, right? This was a missed opportunity. And you all passing around here, and he's going to leave from down there and come back here with zero. Absolutely. Because you know what? There are policy analysts. There are sector agencies head, different people that were sitting listening and taking notes for what? Subsequent engagement. When these bilateral conversations are held, they're acted on subsequently. So when people go ahead and start doing these assessments, you see the Senegalese president emphasized about an American company that's working with them and achieving everything, right? So now, let's conclude with this. This is a French man. They are speaking in French.
Offer, including in the area of tourism. So perhaps an investment could be made in a golf course in Senegal. It would just be 6 hours by flight from New York, from Miami, from Europe, how long it would take you to get from the Gulf, and that would be an opportunity.
This is what you call taking the client and bringing the client to you to buy your goods.
This was nothing else but a complete business PR.
This is classic. This is classic diplomacy.
Exactly.
But Abu, this is what diplomacy do.
In business, this is a complete PR.
Of course, I agree.
When you are selling a commodity, what you do is like online business, for example. What you do is you give your customers or your would-be customers the picture of what this commodity looks like. So in this case, the Senegalese president was giving Trump the picture, even though you're here in Washington. But Trump could vividly see himself on a plane for 6 hours or less to go into that country.
So don't bother establishing or investing in a golf course because you just need 6 hours to move from Washington
to go there.
So on a weekend, you can just go and play your golf and organize a golf thing, and then you go back. So this guy, this man, this Senegalese president made it.
For you to show off your skills on the golf course too. Thank you for your attention, sir.
Well executed. This was a president on a mission, right? Let's listen to our own president. Our own 45 years, right? 40 some more years. When we are telling you here, say, oh, Baka experience are all useless experience, and then you say, oh, this, that's it. Every time Baka goes out to represent the country, he performs poorly.
Liberia Embassy. Mr. President, we thank you for this opportunity to be here. Liberia is a longtime friend of the United States. And we believe in your policy of making America great again. And we also go a long way with you.
So our president start with his regular Coco story, his story. All day that he passing around. When he's finished explaining the gold story, he explained how in war, that Lala walking story, how they made a war from Wonsonga to Moro. That thing looking at you to you. right? So he always, I see we use our national what time here he went there and started explaining here Katumu Baka story where they met, blah blah blah. However, so our president abused the opportunity, he abused the time in a diplomatic sense, right? The president went ahead and started acknowledge U.S. policies. So that means he was able to get tutor on what the policies of the United States government is under Donald J. Trump. Now, let's go further.
In your diplomacy that has to do with economic development and commercial friendship,
The main leader,
Liberia has a lot of minerals. And one of the things we ask as good friends for a long time is,
Liberia has a lot of minerals vague with no details, right? Liberia has, anybody can go somewhere and say, even a layman out there, everybody, they high school students, when they're talking, Liberia get plenty of mineral.
What
What kind of mineral? What
up?
plenty of mineral we get? So which one are you going to tell? What's the quantum of the mineral? Plenty. What does it define as? At the level of the presidency, you have no report on those things. You have no capacity to present those things in ways that attract some kind of billionaire sitting somewhere following that debate, right? That summit. This was a missed opportunity for the president, and UPS need to understand that.
minerals. And also we are committed to peace, and we've been very lucky within our region. We had a
sounding how
country
whack the president
that
sounded.
had series
How
of
off track
democratic elections,
is sounding.
and our
Very
country
off
had
track,
been
very whack.
cooling down. And also we want to encourage American involvement in the investment in Liberia.
So to come and invest
we'd
in
like to
what,
see it.
Mr. President?
So that they can
You want to
invest
encourage
Ghana was
American,
thinking-
you want to encourage American investment in what? What do you have? What do you want American investors to come and invest into? What? You have to be clear, because that's competition right there, right? It's just like the UN. When you go there or the World Bank, you gotta pitch, you gotta present your case. What make you think, as crystal clear as the Senegalese president was, right, presenting clear-cut thematic areas and establishing clear-cut advantages and in those areas to attract American, who's going to leave that and come for a vague presentation like what Baka did?
We'd like to see that happen. We want to work with the United States in peace and security within the region, because we are committed to that. And we just want to thank you so much for this opportunity.
Well, thank you in such good English, such beautiful. Where did you learn to speak so beautifully? Where were you educated? Where? In Liberia.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Well, that's very
Yes, sir.
interesting.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful English.
So
I have people
so
at this table
this-
can't
this was
speak
a
nearly
moment
as
of
well.
very Trump got a lady over there that he appreciates so much. I think she's the Africa
reporter?
Africa reporter.
Yeah,
Trump cannot tell me that Baka can speak better off than that lady. I mean, the question is the answer section. The question and answer section. You listen to the lady.
And yesterday I
Trump-
was here telling you, I say we need to investigate how they started calling Baka ambassador.
So this entire thing, I don't know, but for some of us, we are not against Baka going to represent Liberia. No, but what we think is the opportunity that Baka just in football when a struggle makes a clear-cut chance, how they can call that. Baka just missed a clear-cut opportunity with an open pool with no goalkeeper. Baka just missed that because Baka could not even give investors, American investors, not forget about the president, but American investors that were following the conversation yesterday. Baka could not give them a clear-cut picture and understanding of what Liberia's investment opportunities and climate look like. Baka could not, because Baka himself is not even aware of how our country investment opportunities like. Baka could not tell us, say, this is what Liberia got, Let's go for it. Which one you got interest in? Let's go for it. No. Boakai was telling us you don't have an understanding of what are the resources in our country that investors could take opportunity of. No. But unlike the president from Senegal, no, the guy was specific, strategically placed. He was specific in cajoling the minds of those investors and even the U.S. president. And trust me, if Trump is to take any trip, like he was asked yesterday, if he's to make any trip to Africa, he will never forget about Senegal. And investors themselves.
The investors, you know how many billionaires
if you check on the website, if you check on the Senegalese or executive mansion website, the kind of business or let's say investors that wanted to have conversations, some of whom had conversations yesterday with the Senegalese president, go and see it. Because the guy was cajoling. He attracted the minds of investors, and in fact, they wanted to even take immediate opportunity. But who can say that now? We first will never know. So it's almost like you want to do mining. You don't know whether the place got mineral. So you have to go and apply for exploration or permit. So you can't explore to see. And exploring, you may lose or gain. When you can't there, you not find mineral to where you got, you lose. When you find a mineral, then before you go to MTA conversation and all of that.
Exactly.
So Boakai could not sell our country out to people outside there.
So if the French diplomat can perform so poorly like this, right, in paging Liberia out there, what more will you say to any diplomat at the different embassy, and all of that, right? There is something in diplomacy they call missed opportunities. Missed opportunities, whether in negotiation, conflict resolution, or in business, conversation at the diplomatic level. There are things you have to consider. There are things you have to have on the top of your list, because you're always going to seek opportunity to allow to achieve peace, allow to achieve business cooperation, to establish bilateral relationship. So you have it because you've already done your studies. Now, a missed opportunities in diplomatic relations refers to a situation where a potential for positive, mutually beneficial beneficial agreements, right? Or improve relations. In the case of Liberia and Morocco, so we improve relations, right? Improve relations between nations was not realized due to various factors, and some of the factors. So I'm of the diplomatic opinion that our president flunked, our president missed the opportunities clearly, because this was a perfect chance in the face of Trump's harsh policies towards Africa, the aid cuts that have significantly hurt our country, right? The suspension of the MCC grant that are also going to cause dire effects on our country's economic survival and all that. And of course, the potential visa ban that's also going to hurt Liberia so very well. So these were the areas that should have formed Boakai's engagement and of course discussion with Trump, so that there will be mitigating agreements or outcome from these conversations around those areas. Did Boakai achieve that? No. Because why? Clearly, Boakai missed his opportunities, right? A missed opportunity, like I said, refers to a situation where a potential for positive, mutually beneficial agreements or improved relations between nations was not realized due to various factors, such as miscommunication. And you understand? The president communication was poor. He did not present Liberia case. And this is what you have to understand. So when you are making comparison between George Weah and Joseph Boakai and things and all of the time, You know, like, bro, y'all can pretend to know everything and you don't. You have to understand the nuances of particular, subjects. Then before you jump, and you all passing around, I see the door picking. What you're gonna useless people minister in the country. They didn't even know passing around. Oh, the president spoke well. The president spoke. What did the president achieve in the sense of diplomatic engagements and, of course, bilateral negotiations and conversations around trade, business, and collaboration? What did the president achieve? What can he come home? In fact, what did he carry? Investor will be asking for labor. Yeah, what labor say? Say they get plenty mineral. What are the specificity of the mineral they have? You have people into different things. What? So do the people have time to come and ask you all of those questions they may not have? First of all, the Trump administration is for 4 years.
Sure.
And you're telling the people, say, we prepare you, we know what we get. Can't check. What you see before we can even start talking, then we'll go back again, we'll do another summit. We'll say, oh, Mr. President, when you send the American people, the key, Nana, I can tell you, say, oh, we get this metric ton of iron ore in our reserve. In fact, we get the Wologisi Mountain is on top, and these are the potential of our mountain. What kind of president is this? This was a missed opportunity, right? Miscommunication, lack of trust, or flawed decision making. The president's decision making as to what to go say, how to say it, was flawed. So who were those all along saying the prepping the president, the preparing the president, the talking to him, the doing study class and all of that? These situations often involve a failure to capitalize on opportunities for compromise. Did our president focus on opportunity that they could compromise on? Let's look at the Senegalese president's case, right? I'm always going to use that, right? What were the opportunities the Senegalese president highlighted, right? The issue about the smart city, right? Technology, the tech industry for Senegal, right? And of course the Gulf tourism. That's under tourism right there, right? He talked about that. And he talked specifically about the discovery of gas, right? And mineral. And he spoke about the quantum that have been discovered. So he was clear. So these are the areas the Senegalese president believed that in his collaborative bilateral meeting and discussion with Trump, they will compromise on. Did our president present any such? Absolutely not. So what are we celebrating him for? For mediocrity, for speaking English, right? The man who did not speak English, spoke French and got interpreted, made sense and made a case in the sense of what diplomacy is, diplomatic engagement should be about, right? Now, here's a more detailed breakdown on what missed opportunity look like. Lack of communication or miscommunication. When channels of communications are inadequate or when messages are misinterpreted, opportunities for dialogue and negotiations can be missed. And this is exactly what happened. The president did not communicate properly. So dialogue are things that will happen subsequently. Okay, let's go dialogue. You have investor come around and talk to you about that, right?
Mm-hmm. So
misjudgment of intention. So people will say, so Trump practically misjudged the president's intention. The president's intention there was not to project his fluency in English or his capacity to speak good English. So, but because Bouacar missed the opportunity, the president of the United States misjudged Bouacar's intention and thought he had actually gone there to showcase his English speaking skills and capabilities. And this is where the country loses a lot.
So maybe we can recognize some of our Facebook followers here, and then when we come back, we do a draw to give out our first batch of winners their money, depending on how many persons will win. But the code this morning is *255*1#, *255*1#, and when you dial the code, okay, give it a few seconds. If you are using your button phone, the code for you is *255*1#. If you are using your button phone, the code for you is *255*1#. But in case you are using a smartphone, the code for you is *255*1#. hash hash star 255 star 1 hash hash. That is intended to allow you get the prompt as fast as possible. So once you enter, you give a few seconds. The next option will be which currency you want to play from. If you want to play from your USD account, you must have at least $1 USD on your account or more than that. If you want to play from your Liberty account, you should have at least $200 Liberian dollars on your Liberty account or more than that. And then once you enter the code, you enter the currency you want to play from. The next thing you will be asked to enter your PIN, and it's as easy as it is. And then with that, you stand a chance to receive 40,000 Liberian dollars, 25,000 Liberian dollars, 15,000 or 7,500 Liberian dollars. But it depends on how many times you play. The more you play, the better your chances are to win. And the more you play, the higher the price could be for you. So let's wait. We've not reached the threshold, but maybe when we recognize some of our Facebook followers here and come back, then we will get to do something right here. So let's follow up and see right here this morning. So Mohammed Mariaman J. Sharif says here, good afternoon, Abu and Hagar. I'm sure it should be morning. I'm watching from Mamadi Diakite Intellectual Forum in Jacob Town, St. Francis community. GMB came from an English-speaking country. It is a shame for President Trump to not know that he is not informed about Liberia. It is sad on his part. On his part, it should be. So Amanti C6 watching from Old Vartan Community, Kakata, Maigibi County. He says that. Joseph D. Nima says, good morning, Freedom FM. Thanks so much for everything you guys do for country. Peters Emmanuel says, good morning, my great brothers. Venetia's Junior Bar. I am watching from New Crew Town. He says that. David Nikon says, good morning, Freedom FM family. Watching you from Grand Bassa County Compound number 3. Thanks so much for the show, guys. Maliu F. Fufana says, good morning. I'm following from 20th Street. Amara Jara Kamara says, good morning, Freedom Radio Liberia. I am following from Brussels. Thank you, Amara Jara Kamara. Roland Sua, good morning, Freedom Radio Liberia. I'm Roland Sua, watching from Johnsonville, Kangastown community. Jeruni Chris B. Matthew says, James Lamy says, good morning, Abu and Hagar. Bobby Jadie, good morning. I am watching from my Town resident this morning. Aaron Davis, good morning to my Freedom family. I'm watching live from Brogs Bend, Australia. I am about to listen to the fearless Abu and Hagar as the analyze President Boakai and Trump conversation. Marcus Pedrick Zuba says, good morning, Abu. I am listening. Mark Krua says, good morning, Freedom Radio Liberia. I am Mark Krua, following live from Ganta City, Neba County. Good English, he says. Arnold Taylor says, good morning, guys. I should be watching from Michigan. Keep on the good work. Fit Moba, good morning, Freedom family. If you are not a presidential material and people forced you to be one, you will always bring disgrace to your country on the diplomatic level. No president in the world called their counterpart yes, sir. In a way, it is not strange because Boakai is a beggar, and most often beggars always say yes, sir, to the person who is giving them. He says that. Lopu Zizi says she's watching from Wiala, Maigibi County, and she says, good morning. Samuel Light Cooper says, good morning, sir. Mr. Abu M. Sharif, Sir Abu M. Sharif, and Higa Gonda. That good English is what fixing our roles and putting food on our table. He says that. And that's my point. That's one of my issues. Panye Joshua says, good morning, Abu and Higa. I'm watching from District 6, GSA Road. Agatha Glasgow says she's watching from Tinkers Village, RRA Road, where the common citizen children live. Jacob Mwan Kui says, I'm following from the headquarters of the Innovative Youth Alliance in Dual Community. Princess Favor Miena says, good morning, guys. I'm watching from Red Light. Sam Mayongwe says, good morning, my Freedom FM family. I'm watching you guys from a pro pool corner at ELWA community. Ginian Sikwan, good morning, my all-time favorite journalist, Abu Enhiga. I am happy to join you guys this morning after filling out on numerous occasions to form part, but it is good to join you guys this morning for balanced analysis. Let God be your guardians each day. He says that. Abu, the comments are just too many. They are just too many. Yes, sorry. We can't be able to read all because of time.
Yeah, certainly. And we got to. So this one is just coming unconfirmed. Report says the government of Liberia, through the Ministry of Transport, wants to allegedly give the printing of license plate to the but they want that. We've been talking that one anyway. That new thing from other minute. Other minute. But yes, you know, when you come from a position, from an informed position on these subjects, then you're able to dissect and understand, you know, whether what happened correct. And this is what you see. I don't want to make this a conversation about the good English or bad English thing, right? Because any which way we can argue, but these kinds of platforms must not be reduced. For the fact that the platform gets reduced to good English and bad English conversation, then that means our agent who are going to pitch on our behalf, they don't do a good job. If the president were going to do a better job, right, to captivate Trump in more significant areas, President Trump will not be talking about English or not, right? Mm-hmm. So he gets misjudged. He gets misunderstood simply because he sounded as though he has only gone there, right, to prove to Trump that he can speak well, right? Instead. But unlike Boakai, the Senegalese president and other presidents that were there, I keep emphasizing on the Senegalese guy because I'm looking at age. Because in Liberia, most people are talking, say, oh, you know, the papi, he not still only 18, he get 42-year experience, and that's why. You know, for me, I like to be straight up with what I intend to gain out of a particular conversation, right? And then you drive it towards that. Because we're determined on defeating that false notion that because Boakai had 40-some more years in power experience, quote unquote, that means it equal to quality governmental knowledge or presents any comparative advantage. You can be a dumb man, but you maneuver your way in public office for several years. But that does not erase the fact that you're dumb. That does not erase the fact that you because look at our society how you're looking. Sometimes you just need to be in some kind of church where you're good to go. You always keep your job. Sometimes you just need to be in some social organization. You always work. You'll not be out of job. You all know Liberia. This is how the country is. So to see somebody who telling you that, oh, I've been in government for 20 years, it does not equal to, and you know, the person might not have been there squarely because of their merit, the excellence of their character, right, and the integrity they possess. No, it could be because of the strength of their association and network. And in the case of Boakai, I think that's how he made his way. He's from the Baptist church, right? And then, socially, people say, oh, he easy to go by and blah, blah, blah. And so people always feel sorry for him. So that sorrowfulness have always kept him there. He has not been there because he has demonstrated exquisite leadership excellence. Not at all. And this is being proven since he took the helm of power in our country. And when we be blunt with these conversations, and a lot of you misinterpret and you say, oh, we're not being positive about our country. No, we are being very positive about our country because you know what? We're telling you what is over our head is a misrepresentation. And of course, I mean, that's zero over the country. Look at Boakai, man. Look at the man. It hurts to see, and people who pretending to know eating show. They all men pretending to know. They may know a jing thing. Among APS, they may give me compared to APS. And all of his PS. Look at them. Boakai read no bogey. We see any real strong policy-driven article published by Boakai in agriculture. All the time he has worked in government to come with that wealth of experience and write something, right? That academia will use, reference, researcher will reference, and all that. Nothing. The man has zero to his name. This is the man. And me, I will always embarrass the old man. That's what we'll always do. So that at the end of the day, we'll take all of you from that your false notion that Boakai presents any comparative advantage when it comes to leadership and governance because he is old, because he was in power for 40-some years, right? And bring you to a point where we all sit down in the same space and start to look at Boakai, what he offers. And the moment you come there, because some of you are blindfolded. And I don't know, when we celebrate these conversations with Trump, only on good English and bad English, we're agreeing to the notion that to be a Liberian, you must always demonstrate to the world that you are blindfolded, that you care less about what is happening around you. Senegal talking about tech city. Who's going to benefit most? The young people, the future generation. Advantage in technology, right? The man is pushing to make Senegal, Dakar, a tech city for all of us to be running there for technological solutions. And our president goes sit down there, according to him, now do everything in the country. When they come to Liberia, they be making shamor, lying about everything. Go sit down there now. Oh, baby, all that thing you've been talking, passing around, you go this, we'll make sure can't tell what you get in our country. What you not doing in our country that you think we can carry? Yeah. What do you think you're not doing in our country that you think we can carry American money to? Boakai was a disgrace. Boakai was a national embarrassment, misrepresentation. Comparatively, I think we did better than Boakai. When we went to France and engaged Macron, he got money for the youth. Right? The TVET, he got money for that. He presented a case for the young people. And he brought something. When he went to UAE, Qatar, right? He brought something when he went to UAE. He made inroads for healthcare.
So it just prove how
how many countries Boakai has gone to?
How our country is suffering. And too many things. The only good thing we can benefit from that thing is at least Boakai can speak English. But even the Boakai himself did not tell Trump that English is Liberia's official language. But let's talk to somebody right here, hoping that this person can pick their code *255*1# for button phone users. *255*1#. Okay, the next option will be the currency you want to play from, and you can enter whether from the USD account or your LD. You can enter, and then for those using smartphone, the code is *255*1#, *255*1#, and then you follow the same step, and that is it. So we're hoping that this person can pick. Well, somebody have won something. I think it's 15,000 here this morning. *255*. We can get just a few more persons, then we do another one before 9 o'clock. At least let's do 2 or 3 draws before 9 o'clock. Then we can do between 9 to 10. We know where it is now. Well, let's give money. Hope this person with this one. The money is automatic. So I want you to confirm to us here how many times you play, and that is that by this person. So *255*1#. Let's see this person, hoping that you can pick our call right here, and then we move on. If you can pick on this final try, the good thing is your money will already be in your phone by now. So we're not waste any further time to. So at least we just wanted you to confirm that at least you've received your money. We know. So you just go to the Canon Broadcasting Corporation. Then. But yes, that is if somebody have won something around 15,000. So let's check those with and do more than that later.
We just told you what is missed opportunity, right? So what is a win in diplomatic relations? What do you celebrate? What should you celebrate when your president go to have diplomatic engagement? What is considered a win? And I see young people who got no background in diplomacy. Their country is a country jack of all trades, master or not. You take one man, come on, something with a friend and say you're not able to talk. And the man will say, "Oh, to qualify for them." So you say to qualify that Bwaka actually Labor win from Bwaka representation can read far. When you read far, then that means Bwaka did well. No, you ain't looking at it from the real. You're not evaluating the president based on the merits and demerits of what diplomatic relations or engagements ought to be like, right? And all of that, right? So now, when they say you have won diplomatically, you go to a diplomatic function or meeting on behalf of your country and all that. What signifies to your boss, right? For the foreign minister or the president. In diplomatic relations, a win signifies achieving desired outcomes or objectives through negotiation and compromise. Compromise will always come there. You have to have something that you will compromise on. That compromise is the deal. Trump say we're not giving free money to anybody anymore to get money because we ourselves won't benefit. You see, you always praising the tariff and saying how much America has gained from the tariff. Those are the kind of things he likes America to win. He wants America to be bringing something, right? So now, what is going to be that compromise for you? What are you going to do to have a compromise with Trump to pump money into Liberia? That Trump said now he also sees money going back to America, right? So what did you carry? Did we do that? No. If Trump or American investor go to Senegal and invest in the tech city, right? That's a compromise. That's a win for Senegal. Or they invest in the petroleum potential. That's a win for Senegal. They invest in the tourism, the Gulf. That's a win for Senegal. What would be a win for Liberia? Oh, Bwaka spoke good English.
But I think for me, like you said, I want us to really talk about that because the fact is, you know why? Trump spoke out of ignorance, and that is it. I don't
Trump or Bwaka?
No, Trump spoke out of ignorance. Trump, 4 of the presidents that went all spoke French. You notice that?
No, one Portuguese there, Guinea-Bissau, man.
Okay,
Portuguese.
Okay, so 3 spoke French and the other one, but all of them spoke through interpreter. So Trump was shocked knowing that 4 other persons spoke through interpreter, but this individual is speaking English. So Trump mistook him to be a French-speaking country president.
I know, right?
Yes. So Trump did not, if you check, Trump did not even know, or he don't even know that Liberia is an English-speaking country. So because the 4 other persons spoke through interpreter, so Trump thought that this guy coming from a foreign country that is not maybe fluent in speaking English could present this well. So yeah, he worth it. So that's why you see Trump was asking Trump will look at a Liberian president. If Trump really knew that Bwaka, how will Trump look at a Liberian president and ask him where you went to school? So apparently he thought Bwaka was from a French country but went to school either in an English-speaking country that how he got to know English that much. But it was not really that Trump knew that Liberia Bwaka is an English-speaking man and he fluently spoke. No.
So that's how the president presented himself. Now, we're going to go to the phone line, but let's highlight some actual deliberate misrepresentation and, of course, for the most part, lies the president told. And the Ministry of Finance, they're not finance, but the Ministry of Information, or particularly the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Lands and Mines, and other, they will have to come and speak to the public on how.
Just please let us get something quick to get.
Please do.
Yes, let's give money again to somebody right here. Star 255 star 1 hash for smartphone users, or star 255 star 1 hash for button phone users. At least we can have another person maybe before 9 o'clock this morning, but let's talk to. I hope this person will pick, please. I hope this person will pick, please. So it's star 255 star 1 hash, and then you stand a chance to receive cash price of let me see how much this person have won. Okay, 75. Wow.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. You?
I'm okay. This is Hey Guy, and I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Yeah. You know, I just speak good music. I just speak good music.
All right. So you play the cash giveaway this morning?
Yeah, I play cash giveaway.
Okay. So how many times you play it?
I play 16 times.
You play 16 times.
Yeah.
So that is to say you use 800, right? 800? Not 800, but 8,000. 3,200, yeah, 3,200, sorry. So check up on your phone, you've received 7,500.
All right, thank you.
All right, Chief. Okay. So you two can be like him and the other winner. We did not even get the person name, so but at least you can be like him and the other first winner. Star 255 star 1 hash for smartphone users, or star 255 star 1 hash for button phone
for
users.
regular Seligbe users. So, my people, nothing to celebrate in the president. I'm telling you this from a very informed position. Now, the president failed us. We are not surprised. You have to know that. This is beyond partisanship. This is beyond whether you dance in poo water or not. But this is the biggest opportunity that the president has had. All of the time the president has traveled here, he's meeting all kinds of characters whose identity are now mostly known. Mm-hmm. And you go to the player, they say they will bring the other billion. We don't even know who they're saying it, but now he went to meet the war's leader. So in January 2025, the president addressed the legislature, and I'm going to read a portion of what the president said to the country and the Liberian people. And my question is, why couldn't the president say seen as discovered? Two things will be fact. Either the president lie, mm-hmm. because if you go and make this report, if the American comes and prove contrary, it will expose them. So if that is anything to go by, that means the credibility of the president's State of the Nation address has to be questioned. It has to be questioned. Because you can come and give fake report to the country. That's not the essence of the State of the Nation address. Now, the president said this: Honorable Speaker and distinguished members of the 55th Legislature, I am pleased to report that we have received a mineral resource survey report from the government of the People's Republic of China. This report provides new insights into Liberia's mineral resource potential and represent the most comprehensive scientific investigation conducted in over 5 decades. You listen to the president mm-hmm. telling the legislature and the Liberian people, right, that the report that they have, the report that they generated collaborating with China, right, provides new insight into Liberia's mineral resource potential and represents the most comprehensive scientific investigation conducted in over 5 decades. We extend our gratitude to the People's Republic of China for funding this important project. That's one. The Ministry of Mines and Energy has already analyzed the data from this survey, and The results indicate a significant shift away from the country's previous sole focus on iron ore, diamond, and gold. The president said the survey they did. That thing when we're talking about mineral in Liberia, we say, oh, we get iron ore, diamond, and gold. So no, the survey has unraveled new mineral potentials for Liberia that all of us should be happy about. That those are going to be the new frontier to attract investors on. We're not going to be looking for investors solely now on iron ore, diamond, and gold. Now we have, according to the president, he had the opportunity to attend a summit with the U.S. president, but failed to present those things. Did the president lie to the legislature? Lawmakers should begin questioning, and that report, calling the sector agency. Because we want to pay now, we got the whole red tango in the UAR, they tell people, oh my man, you can't post the president going speech, your Ministry of Mines on a portion, you please, you put the one that you carry. What the report? Ever since lawmakers that these the State of the Nation address was presented to, has the government, has the executive presented that survey report to you? Should be our question. Why are they not making it public for Liberians to see? Now, the president said the Ministry of Mines and Energy has already analyzed the data from this survey, and the results indicate a significant shift away from the country's previous sole focus on iron ore, diamonds, and gold. We have discovered lithium. The president said they not discover lithium. So lithium in Liberia. So now you can go lobby for investors, people who are into lithium.
He could not say that to American investors and even the president. The
president said in his annual message to the legislature that he and the Chinese people working together, they have discovered lithium, neodymium, silver, nickel, zinc, uranium, enriched uranium. And yeah, the uranium class thing, Trump says the enriched uranium. So that very uranium they want to score in Iran, we get it yet. According to the president report. Right? And we say now here we poll. Even as I'm talking now, some people start a day. They didn't even know how they will start their day. But we get uranium according to the president.
But he could encourage American
investors. Encouraging nobody to come and invest in our uranium, our chromium, our lead, tin, cobalt. We have cobalt here. We have niobium, right? Cotton. We have tantalum, manganese, copper, zirconium, and magazite, among others. You know how many mineral resources we get, potential we get? But Baka goes to Trump. Baka goes to Trump and says completely the contrary. And you think Baka needs to be celebrated. Right? I guess on a picture, I know you get a pull on the screen there.
Mr. President, we thank you for this opportunity to be
the
here.
main time all the things
long-time friend
of the
legislature. United States.
So then when you say Baga lie, they say, oh, wait, the president lie. They're not lying.
I told
one thing, you go somewhere, you want to tell the same thing. So that means you lie.
I told somebody I say, if you want to be I told somebody I say, if you want to be a liar, don't learn to forget. Because you cannot be lying and you won't forget. It's bad. And that's what happened to our president. The guys who can normally write his speech and all of that, they good at fixing lies. So when they fix the lies and another instance appear, they forget about the previous lie that they told, and they start to face something else. And when they face something else, they can contradict the previous lie. So that's what is happening to our country.
I'm telling you, man.
All those minerals that the president informed the legislature the last time he appeared before them, all those minerals he informed the legislature of our country having as per according to survey that was done by China. Now the president could not sit where the opportunity came for him to for him to encourage investors on the investment potential of our country. Waka could not tell the people, say we get gold, we get diamond, we get
uranium.
we get uranium, we get oil, we get all those things. Baka could not say to the US president. Baka could not. So why you gave this as a report to the legislature? Apparently, maybe the president forget. I didn't know if I can normally forget.
No, but the people why? So you tease. Okay, yes, you're not here.
So,
you saw the telecard they were having.
So all of those things you put on, all of those things you said in your speech to the legislature. Now the opportunity came for you to present similar thing. This time to the war, Then you sat there, makes a clear-cut chance, a clear-cut opportunity to save our country. And then today, the only thing that your supporters are parading with here is that you presented where you spoke good English. So now this is it. How is that going to put food on the table of those who cannot afford, who do not have jobs? How is that going to increase the purchasing power of Liberians so they go out there and purchase from market women who are always crying that the country is hard? How is Baka speaking good English going to connect the road from Sanaye to Manikoma? How is it going to do it? How is Baka speaking good English going to give us a better road condition from Broadville straight up to Tottenham Bear to even Bopolu? How is that? Is that the only thing that we should be bragging about here? We cannot say that, oh, at least the president was able to beg in a 50 million loan agreement. That the president was able to get investors to come and invest into our energy sector, to come and invest into our mining sector. We cannot. I think the president, was it the president from, I think Benin or something?
No, not Benin. How do you call it, people?
One of the presidents there spoke and clearly he called on the US to help in ensuring that factories are established in his country because he believes it will create more job opportunities for citizens of that country. Baka could not make
all
that
the
case.
President, and I want to using the government thing about all the president and make it. The only president that flung down at our president. And you want to realize it. Go take your time and listen to all the president and presentation. They had a purpose. They know what they were going for. They know what they have. Right? You go in a business. They say come to a business summit. Come pitch. Then you go there. You say, oh. You know, Mr. President, Labrador, that are begging mentality. They're not states to go beg. Trump, they're not people you can go beg. Say, oh, you know, we want money. Get all they want no. So go sell Labrador potential, right? But here, let's take course, and then we can move to the realities on the ground. What happening in Labrador now? The rate going up, gas price going up, and you know, cement price going up.
I'm seeing too many
budget shortfall, right? 776 104 104 86 500 104 104 and our friends in America in the diaspora plus 231 86 500 104. So that is there, my people.
So I'm trying to get something here from the presentation.
Okay, so the phones are ready, right? Okay, let's start with the one. Well, he got get the thing that he's looking for. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, you guys, and my brother.
Mm-hmm.
We expect this thing to happen in our midst with our president because students are going to be study the lesson and down to the camp before they say they want to say they will stay. We got to see that brother one day everybody don't want to stay there. Brother went, yeah, the invitation is sent to brother. He has a matter to discuss. The subject matter is America do not want to say this is what you're going to discuss your business, share your business with America. You had the minister here, the minister of Lands, they are so big, they know the kind of mineral, the type of mineral you have in your country. You scare America and have oil. And we can invest in our own business, we can set the you have a lot of mineral, but you don't know the type of mineral. You know when it adds in the part of the people you can step in there in order to trade. Because he failed because those are typically that minutes at a time they want to tell you what to do. You don't as a president, you know what to say. You want to tell you, but you wear America. Yeah, before you getting Trump before, he's not going to say, oh, I say no one, you don't say no one. So they brought Taylor to the bureau.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, let's hear you.
This is Marathon. I call from.
Go ahead. Oh man. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. The ones of the side. I also get the phone.
Go ahead, Peter.
Abu Hega, as you are aware, this is the first time he wanted to trip to South Korea. This president went to South Korea while any crew and nothing at the time is sat there all about benefiting the king with an NPA. That's the same scenario they are just carrying on. The way, honestly, yeah, they got embarrassment, Malawi, you always embarrassment. Look, before I drop the line, Hega, what you are saying that the president of Nigeria, that's not true. Let me respectfully disagree with you. The president has been in New York. He got a Trump Tower in New York. And UN General Assembly is here in New York. He was there when the president just go to the case of that girl. He knows that the great president 16 inch. He had that with former president George Weah. He knows that. But just to demean his character and the way he got puppet, to really think the real puppet he was, that's what I don't see what you're saying.
So what's your impression about the president's performance?
It was zero, very poor. Next representative of embarrassed company. Yes, he didn't even do the money. It deposited a lot of around Africa.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay,
very
let's
much.
talk to David King from this side. David, morning.
Morning, Eka. Let me say morning to Abu.
Morning.
But this thing is that string. Eka and Abu. This thing is that string. You can remember the South Korea summit. Waka went to that summit unprepared. When he met with the South Korean president, they asked him to present proposal. He never had one. So similarly, he has gone to America again, unprepared. The only thing from what he wanted to do to him to be sarcastic about his speech, because Trump knows very well Liberia, our national language that we speak here, it is English. So for Trump to have said to him, where you learn your English from, and he there saying yes, sir.
How do you rate the president's representation of the country?
Very poor, very poor. Because that was not a place to go and telling somebody say come and do survey. So you may have done your own survey before going to that summit. So Joseph Boyka went to that summit unprepared, but the only thing is supporters who had their hair there in the sand are running around with on Facebook. Oh, the president's presentation was very eloquent, and President Trump even alluded to it. He said he spoke good English.
So it was eloquent. What did he say that benefit Liberia?
But nothing in it to benefit us. The only thing I got from there, he was telling Trump to send people to come and do survey about mineral. And, you know, so
all right, thank you very much.
Thank you, David.
Okay, more Liberians reaction. Is it not small daddy or BBC? Good morning. Let's hear you.
Good morning, my dear brother Abu and Eka. This is
morning, Edmond
Carr, the visually impaired are keeping this unprepared president is referred to deliver. Look, before you ask me, Boakai scored 0. Because in the first place, Boakai was not informed when you were going to Washington, D.C. America had told us that this time
on yesterday, the president was held in a session. So they didn't brought Americans to tutor him and prepare him for the meeting. And the president went there and did 0.
Yeah, because America has said to you, this sounds trade over A, and you go to the meeting and start begging. That's the same A mentality he went with. Because if you ask someone to come to mineral survey, you are begging. You didn't take anything there as the Senegalese president did, or the guy from Mauritania, which was even telling Trump that if you don't come, other people will jump on it. So he didn't do well. And then you come here,
yeah, the guy
you're telling me
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He said it. He said.
So we got it 2 years. So you gotta come quick. If you can't quit, other people will come.
You gotta come quick. Other people will come. You see.
So that means we get nothing in Labrador that the president could have sold out there. Oh my God. But the president, I don't know. Too many things is coming in my head because yesterday this was what Executive Mansion posted. President Bouaka gears up for historic U.S. Africa summit with President Trump. When your graduation is tomorrow and you're supposed to do the speech, right? You finish preparing everything, and stuff. Then the town council. So those were all of the preliminaries, right? In preparation of the U.S. Africa summit and bilateral meeting with U.S. President Donald J. Trump, President Joseph Newman Bouaka Sr. spent Tuesday, the whole of Tuesday, July 8, 2025, engaging in strategic consultation and high-level briefings with influential figures in Washington, D.C. ahead of the July 9 White House meeting. The president went there. The president did not know what to say. All the briefing for now, he couldn't remember nothing. Good morning. Let's hear you. Good morning, sir. Don't hold the line now. You got it. Yeah, good morning. Go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah. I just speak good English.
Yeah, just speak a broken English. We understand.
Okay, the government do that last 24. The party president on the 23rd of January.
Mm.
And last is America, so you can go to America and last is go to America and find out.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Yeah,
Good morning. Where?
Yeah, I've been following the show, and there's some callers telling you the president's speech report. And if you look at the war pool, you made an effort, right? But that president didn't do any well for Liberia. You deserve to scoop that pool where they give him the ring.
I know you agree now. Okay, Eugene Jebo, let's hear you, man. I mean, the president went to attract business for all of us, and this is it. We're making analysis of it. What do you think?
I'm going to go English. Where you going to school?
Yes, sir.
I think it's quite disappointing, Abu, for our president to be celebrating, or support of the president to be celebrating, because one other nation president said to us, our president speaks good English. It's quite disappointing. The issue of the economy in Douala market, in Raritan market, why are you going to do English? And like Heka said, Abu, President Trump was he was misled. He did not know that Bouaka came from an English-speaking country. So he thought maybe Bouaka came and Bouaka could speak Portuguese or French.
My man, you're talking to the president of the United States of America. You know how many briefings they get? So that one there. But go ahead.
But the issue is that I think the president, it was a missed opportunity for Liberia. Because look, even when you say the American government or investors should come invest in our country, you should be presenting data, and detailed information to sell your country. You cannot the country people can do survey for you and tell you what you have or the value of what you have. You should spend resources in the field, get all those data, and present it to investors.
Yeah.
But to hear our president.
So how do you grade the president's representation of the country?
10 over 50.
10?
Yeah, 10 over 50.
Oh, that's cool. I will just take that child from that school and put it in my
Can we see what we can do?
Thank you so much, Abu. Thank you so much.
Caller Brigade Hussein Kiao.
Thanks so kindly, and I will never.
You say you're not part of Color Brigade. Let's be clear. So this will not be putting on you part of Color Brigade or you're not part of it.
I mean, you know my independence.
No. You won't put ask this straight question. You won't dodge. You part of Color Brigade or you're not part of it.
I don't need government support to defend
my man. Right? Are you a part of Color Brigade or you are not?
I am not. I'm
no, say it for yourself. Say it that I am not a part of Color Brigade.
Yes, to the point.
You want to say what I say? I'll be calling you Color Brigade. Yourself.
I am not part of any Color Brigade. In fact, I'm content with what I had and what I do. So I don't need government support.
No, thank you. Go ahead.
Ask my friends in government whether I get support from government.
Who's not a friend in government?
So moving forward. The Controller General Republic of Abroad is my personal friend. Let me just take that for the record.
Where your friendship came from? Y'all went to school together?
So you want
you know how you call people friends? You can join your call my friend. They say when you know somebody need to know your need.
I can bring that man on your show to discuss.
No, I don't need you. I need you. So how the man become your friend? What kind of friend?
The man is my personal friend. That will never be my personal friend. So
you're asking the community, is it
I using my personal resources. No government giving money to pour money in my phone. So when I call you,
how the Controller General is your friend? How the Controller General is your friend? You don't come on the show. You can't be yourself.
You bear my friend from fabric. Not
no. We're talking jumping from play to play. So how the Controller General became your friend?
The man is my friend.
How? How is he your friend?
I would have moved forward. Jamaica, good morning to you.
Good morning, my brother. Go ahead.
So I was following the interview yesterday, right?
Yeah.
In fact, Abu.
What's your take? What's your take from the interview?
Excellent, perfect. In fact,
I said, what's your take? Is it excellent perfect? What is excellent perfect?
So in fact. Question that we asked,
no, listen, you got to respond to my inquiries. What is excellent perfect? You say excellent perfect. What does that mean?
The eloquence, the posture, right?
So what the posture and the eloquence will bring to Liberia? Because I got one picture here, but I was sleeping inside. So that's part of the posture?
So that move forward, right?
No, but we're moving forward. No. Hey, listen, my friend. We're having conversation on that dialogue, right? You say the president posture, eloquence. So what did the president posture and eloquence bring back?
So in fact, he said Liberia is open to the U.S., right? Investment.
In what era? What era he said was open?
The economy in general, right?
What kind of economy now? Which one of the economy? The economy that's failing to generate projected revenue?
We have the mining sector, right? You can come and invest in infrastructure, right?
Now what the president told you lying on the president. Who president you can't lying on him? That's what he told you?
My man, don't do that.
The president ever talk about infrastructure down there?
So if they say the economy is popping,
no. Who see? Right? You said the president say Americans can't invest in the infrastructure. The president ever mentioned infrastructure. We'll come and play the video.
No, I said
you got to put the video also. We'll come and play it.
Yeah, so I can play the video.
Right? Did the president say you can't invest in infrastructure?
No, the president said that the economy is open, right? And we have a very friendly economy.
What kind of economy is open now?
American investors can come here and invest in infrastructure. They can invest in the mining sector. They can invest.
Baba. Hey, who's it? Good morning.
Let's try to give money to
but let's go ahead. I can't wait to end my
my man, how many times you want to tell you one thing that Morocco things stay over?
I went out here my door. So you were asking me why Wata didn't know of everything that we have here. In fact, you just said it on the show that the very Chinese government they assaulted of our mineral. So why you didn't take that proposal to him to Trump? Okay. You know, to tell him what we want in our country.
They probably forget to tell you now, but thank you very much. You want to pay money, then we'll come back. The rest of the others, all the phones ringing.
*255* 1# for smartphone users. For the regular button phone like us, you dial *255* 1#, and then yes, you stand a chance right here to receive cash prize of at least 40,000 here, or Some will say 15,000, 25,000, but we got too many prices here this morning. We got about like 4 category of prices, but let's talk to somebody here quickly. Then we move on to do more draws right here this morning, right here on the program. So *255 *1# is the code. Again, we can move on to see that we have at least 5 persons played. Then we do another draw after this. We're hoping that this person, the line keep booming this person. Hope that this person can pick. Okay. Please don't do this. What's going on this morning? *255 *1# is the code. Let's wait to see again. We have another. We've given out 2 persons money, and then this is the third person. The third person we're moving on this morning right here this morning. I'm trying to get all of the president's speeches, all of them, and then the next time.
Boga speeches.
All of the presidents. We're cutting this person. This person. Finally, we are calling you here. If you can't get you, then no, just us will move on. So I want to do that tomorrow. We'll listen to all of them. And then we know.
And when you listen to all of them, because last night I want you, that's when you feel bad about the president. They give you golden opportunity. You go sit down there. You say, "We'll make sure we'll come."
In 90 plus 5 minutes, they give you open play ball to do. Yeah. Okay, this person is ready. Let's see whether we can reach some mark, and then we move again to do something here. *255 *1# is the code. Let's see whether we got something here. It is up to you. The more you play, the better your chances are to win. *255 *1# for smartphone users. But those of you using your button phone, you can dial *255 *1#, and then you good. You just enter with the currency you want to play from, whether from your LD. You must have at least 200 LD on your phone if you want to play from your LD account, or you must have at least $1 on your USD account, or $1 on your USD account, and then you play from your USD account. But wherever you play from, we got 7,500 here as cash prize, 15,000, 25,000, and of course 40,000. But it depends. The more you play, the better your chances are to win. And depending on how many times you actually play, that is how you stand a chance to receive the higher money here this morning. But it's up to you. So maybe we can pick just a few calls, then we move on to this morning.
Yeah.
Hello. Good morning. Okay, we can't continue to keep you. Morning.
Thank you very much, Ika. I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I call from a Popo Kono, down White community.
Go ahead.
Abu, thank you very much. Abu, what happened yesterday, I refer to it as a lost opportunity.
Okay.
Abu, yesterday, they told us that this man was a man of 42 years experience. This man said no, and Nigerians have unemployment rate at 90 to 95% unemployment rate in our country. And this man was giving a only opportunity to make this out there for us, and when he just shut the opportunity on the carpet. Don't you want black guy? Is this what the people insulted President we are for? They said President we didn't know nothing. You are experienced. Is it the experience? When you are given the opportunity to meet the world's greatest man, to make kids for us, those are always sitting home, who do not even have.
We just are late to we are one down because they are experience.
This is a disgrace to our nation. This man is a disaster, and this man has been. Indeed, it is true that he's a squander in chief of truth. That's why he's squandering every opportunity.
Let me tell you, even people that are on the trip with President Baka who know they're very embarrassed. They're very embarrassed. Look.
This man is a national disgrace. This man is a disaster to our country.
Hey, Baka. Hey, Baka.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you very much. Don't let July 17. So July
17 1 Star 255 star 1 hash for button phone users. Star 255 star 1 hash for smartphone users. Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Abu and Hagar.
Morning.
Yeah. Happens to all of you. Yeah, my name is Mohammed Bonzo Fofana Jr.
Go ahead,
I call from the Mother Jadrika Apple headquarters. Well, I just want to say this to the audience this morning that the mistake we made in this country will affect every one of us. We especially my brother Hagar in Civil. It's constantly that on his origin we serve our entire nation.
I mean, why you always want to attack my country?
Hagar get time for that.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, man, you don't.
Yeah, the reason they're making this statement is the vote that came from Nimba County.
But yes, Nimba County, but don't be the person that may get time for that. You can say, my man, thank you, ba. No, my man,
Nimba County, ba. We all went to the food. They tell you, you know, I mean, the Bayans did not support the Barkers administration. Let's talk to RCC from this end. RCC morning. Morning, RCC.
I said good morning, yes, sir.
Morning, sir. Morning, ma'am.
Yes, sir. That thing are looking so belittling and childish. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's no watchman. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, what kind of man is it?
You tell the people, I get this, I get what this, so this in our pocket. But when you don't come and invest in what you can't
Masisi, for example, right? The time you hire a Kobo shop, when you go to go tell boy that you're doing Kobo Bene, and you tell them the soup, you can sell the party go and tina, and what you can tell the people. Or you can tell the boss, say, you'll come to the Kobo shop, you'll see what's in there. Why you go there? They come to the Kobo shop well. In case you go there now, you go see what to say. Can be fool also. Can be fool also. Yeah, the music there.
All right, somebody won't buy. Somebody won't buy.
Somebody won't buy cool. Go sell cool.
Sell the person. Somebody won't buy what? Go ahead.
The fool.
All right, Mazi.
Thank you.
Star 255 star 1 hash. Let's see.
So let enjoy the one some more. JMB fool also.
Whip your hands. Come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. So much. I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they can lie. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now you need to deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to be? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. said, the people fool us, so the people laugh to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they can lie, no one to trust. My people want to hope on somebody.
And we believe in your policy of making America great again. And we also go a long way with you with your diplomacy that has to do with economic development and commercial friendship. Liberia has a lot of minerals. And one of the things we have as good friends for a long time is the opportunity to explore our minerals. And also we are committed to peace. And we've been very lucky within our region. We are the country that have had a series of democratic elections, and our country has been cooling down. And also we want to encourage people who are investment in Liberia. And I would like to see that happen. We want to work with the United States in peace and security within the region, because we are committed to that. And we just want to thank you so much for this opportunity.
Well, thank you in such good English.
Retire with the promises that let us do all our damages.
Okay, folks, so let's bring that one down for you right here. It was a little break, you know. This thing here at the end of the day, we're just sorry for how these things are happening to our country, and you know, and all that. But so why the president want to do that? He got this one just coming in. Front Page Africa, July 10, 2025. GSC audit uncovers mismanagement and misappropriation in AFDB funded agriculture ministry project. Minister Nuta picture is here. All the fake tennis equipment, what they use, they put money to go buy everything here. So you see, right? Now, let's move from there again, and then we go to folks. The GSC says $22 million. The government, the most experienced, most educated government, has failed to raise that money, but that was exactly what they promised that they were going to raise. So this is the first call. So what it goes to establish for all of us is that when we told you that the shape of our economy was bad, was terrible, the regime apologists will be arguing and challenging us. They forget to understand that we speak with people from within. Yes, every time we told you here that we get people from way inside. There is nothing that we say here that we just say from the top of our head. Absolutely not. Right? So the regime is feeling the hopes and aspirations of the Liberian people. And it is because of these wanton corruptions, violations, and all that. And just to let you know, we're also getting signal that the police have decided, and, you know, some very top up have decided, but you will not hear this officially. So they are embarrassed with the image that have been created, and they have come to realize that, look, they can get mixed up in the politics of things, in as much as they will have to remain firm on the enforcement of the law that we all requires. But most of the actions that have been, you know, mostly political, they're going to desist from that. What does that mean? That means you can expect to begin seeing a more friendly and responsible and citizen policing. So, because this is a challenge, we've challenged them. Basically, what we've challenged the police to do is to be responsible and be professional. And if these signals are coming, So that is an assurance. So the police is supposed to guard civil actions and make sure that no outsider infiltrate, and that the action of those people that will be marching will not also hamper the freedom of other people. Basically, but the police is not supposed to be a party. So we are getting these assurances. So you don't have to worry about your safety or your protection. Basically, just don't make trouble, right? Because the protest action, right, is intended for the most part, right, to let the government know and feel the urgency of the Liberian people cry for jobs, for opportunities, for development, and most importantly, for responsible governance, where everybody will be treated equally. Not a system that discriminates or ostracizes people because of their regional background, their political affiliation, because these are constitutionally, guaranteed rights for each of us. So this is the caveat that's going out there. So nobody is basically trying to what? Trying to bring the government down or trying to do anything. So the police must remain firm. The police must remain firm on her desire to ensure that these protest action remains guarded. That no infiltrator, particularly we are hearing Unity Party elements like Botneke, like Emmanuel Gonkwe, they have all started threatening the protest action. They have all started threatening counter protests. So this is where the police will have to get seriously involved and busy. The police won, and unfortunately, Gregor Cuomo misinformed himself. He said he was misinforming us because we already knew. And I know Gregor's action was deliberate. But however, the organizers of the protest have already informed the government of Liberia through the Ministry of Justice, right, Hagar? And notified them. So there is public notice or notification about
I say you want to read
mass action.
You want us to read that?
Yeah, mass action on the 17th for stand. So we are not aware of any notice about Botneke Group or Emmanuel Gonkwe Group. Absolutely not. So I'm told the Council of Churches met with Stan yesterday. Could they also meet with Botneke to warn him that, look, you're not above the law. Don't put yourself in a position to think you got to detect how others exercise their right. Equally so with Emmanuel Gonkwe, I saw he read out. Right? Very disjointed logic. So, Emmanuel, if you feel confident on your belief, allow other people to exercise their belief. You must not interfere in any way, form, shape, or manner. And this is where the police will have to come in. You know the Liberians that want to protest, right? Are the Liberians who are going to bed without food? Are the Liberians who have been reduced to beggar? Are the Liberians who have been compelled to close their little business down because there is no light? Are the Liberians, right, who have lost control over their children because they can no longer provide for them and the children are on the street hawking? The ones who are not hawking, they're doing commercial sex. These are the Liberians who have lost hope and that are coming up. For those of you that get hope, for those of you that are eating chicken every day, for those of you that are riding AC cars every day and living and sleeping in, under AC roofed, right? Please stay in your comfort zone and allow the rest of us to speak to our government. There must be no interference. Hagar, how is that a difficult thing for people to understand?
So, Abu, we just have to, like you said, it's good that Stan has put in the government on notice. They've served the government a written communication, and we will want to go to that. Let me see whether we can get that. But while we wait to do so, continue to play your cash giveaway. Here we will want to do at least a draw or two before we go up to the time. So the code is *255*1#. *255*1# is the code. I'm checking to see where I place this communication. So let's see. Okay, I'll show. Okay, this is it. Stan. And this notice was received. This letter was received by Charles Moba at the Ministry of Justice. His contact is there. He received this on the 4th day, the 7th month, 2025 at 12:49 p.m. And this is it. Solidarity and Trust for a New Day or Stand in consortium with We the People movement and collaborating civil society organizations. July 3, 2025, this notice was served. Councillor N. Oswald Twe, Minister of Justice and Attorney General, Republic of Liberia, Capitol Hill, Monrovia, Republic of Liberia. Reference: official notification of July 15 to 17 peaceful protest under the theme Enough is Enough. Dear Honorable Minister Twe, we extend compliments from the Solidarity and Trust for a New Day or Stand in consortium with We the People movement and several collaborating civil society organizations across Liberia. Through this letter, we write to officially inform your office, pursuant to Chapter 3, Article 17 of the 1986 Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, our intention to peacefully assemble in accordance with the law, international human rights protocols, and consistent democratic practice in Liberia's history. In the lead up to our nationwide peaceful protest, 2 separate civic events are scheduled to take place beginning on July 15, 2025 and culminating on 17 July 2025 under the theme Enough is Enough. This sequence of activities, particularly the July 17 protest, constitutes a lawful and non-violent civic campaign grounded in constitutional principles. This peaceful demonstration will mobilize thousands of Liberians from all walks of life, giving voice to the conscience of a nation, confronted by deepening hardship and democratic deterioration. Schedule of activities: Day 1, July 15, 2025, Memorial Parade and Symbolic Burial of War Victims.
20 Tuesday.
Yes, 20 symbolic caskets honoring each of Liberia's 15 counties, the victims of our devastating civil wars, including foreign nationals, the 3 lives lost in the King George massacre, and all those slain by extrajudicial killings, will be solemnly carried from Broad Street to Palm Grove Cemetery. And it's on the highway, right?
Mm-hmm.
This sacred...
No, Palm Grove and Araya. Okay. Central Street.
Okay, I thought that is. This sacred procession is... the ingrained in the other one, so I'm not seeing it. Then is I want to see. Okay, it's more than a march. It is a moment of collective national mourning, a dignified symbolic burial for those. I'm sure this is just one of the topics. Like I said, this was received.
But that is just to basically let you know that
the
stand is in the right. In keeping with the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, and the languages are peaceful, the languages are clear, unlike the June 7 protesters, when Henry Costa was saying that they will go burn the mansion down, and Bwaka was saying yes,
the guy said they could not even serve the Ministry of Justice.
No,
we got a video here. Just that some of the profanity used in this is terrible, so we don't want to play it here. But we got a video here where the guys were challenging. Let me see whether we can get this up here. Coming, just giving. We just want to get a gist.
So we come and go to the phone, right? To take course, basically, in the lead up to the 17 protests, is to assess from Liberians. What is it? Are you coming for the protests? Right? Are you? We need to know.
Let's just get this thing shortly, please. Okay. Let's get this.
Right now, anybody you try poster, everybody will be oh, you want to run away, you can run away. But we are going for poster as a Liberian.
But still, it's not happening.
It's free for the Liberian people. We are going for hearing that poster right now. But when you arrest the man.
So.
Arrest is where? They arrest Sandra Twe. They arrest Nathan Manjo. They arrest the Gabriel in Apollo. They arrest the Gabriel Juanita Weir.
This is how you wear
when you will get your blood and finger for this.
So you hear the guys threatening. But do you hear anybody from Stern, the organizers, threatening the state?
Listen to this. Listen.
Nathan Manjo. They arrest the Gabriel in Apollo. They arrest the Gabriel Juanita Weir. You will not arrest him in that poster. When you will get your blood and finger for this. You will get your blood and finger for this. You will get just here. You will get his family. You will get his wife. You will get his daughter. And
you listen. I hope that you listening. You see, this was prior to the June 7 protest, right? Prior to June 7 protest. Do we see things like that now? No. What do we hear? Motorcyclists say, "Oh, we won't have conversation about getting back on the street. We won't ride our motorbike. We won't fear our family."
Peaceful dialogue and conversation.
Nobody threatening. The organizers then were threatening to kill the president. They're threatening to kill the president's family. They're threatening to burn Liberia. We're not hearing that now. So you ought to come out. This is the most civilized, responsible. However, so JMB said, finally then we'll take course. JMB said he support Make America Great Again policy of Trump. The Make America Great Again policy of Trump that have taken USAID from Liberia. Make America Great Again policy from Donald Trump that have denied Liberia of what? The MCC compact. Nearly $500 million support. What kind of man you get? What kind of man you get as president also?
Kevin Mantra gospel music. What kind of man is this? But star 255 star 1 hash. You stand a chance to receive. You stand a chance to receive at least 15,000 right here. Star 255 star. Start
so
to
the message,
when
you say the message is about Donald Trump or taking it away, yeah?
So let's speak few calls here while we wait to see that we reach at least 3 more persons. Star 255 star 1 hash. Then we'll do a draw right here to give out money to you. Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning,
Morning.
Good morning to your police studio this morning. I think it's Alvin Russia to call for the 40 minutes.
Okay.
I just want to send this copy out to everybody on the protest on the 17th. I just received some information from one of my friends that work closely in the Kumo office. He passed the information to me yesterday. I said the score report. However, we are going to
that information. Not true. Yeah, that one. I just saw the discovery board. That's not true. Don't
just saying things to you.
So you will come. You will come or you will not come.
No, I think he left. Morning.
Good morning.
You live. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. For the protest, we will be there 100% in full.
Okay.
We Liberians, we know what we are going through. We are going through a time where the constitution of Liberia is no longer the organic law of the country. Other people are taking the law to be their property. What they decide is the final. That is why we are going in the street for. We are going in the street to tell the world that police brutality enough is enough. They kill our people. They brutalize our people. Enough is enough. We are going in the street to tell the people that the substance of development is going to get put enough. Enough is enough. We are going in the street to tell the people taking over our poor home. The president is there using hundreds of thousands of dollars for rebuilding while our people are dying in water. We are going to the street and tell the president that our children are in the street sharing. Everybody has to be in school. When Joseph Boga said he became president, children will not be staying in the street.
My man, as early as 6:30 in the morning, New Georgia Junction, people can be in the street begging.
You say this, in the street, you see babies.
I'm talking about 6 a.m. in the morning when I'm coming to work.
In the morning, sit you in the street. We're in the street now. You see our black mothers, our black fathers, they are all in the street.
All right. Thank you very much. Let me tell the other person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Ega and Abu.
Good morning.
My name is Clarence. Yeah, my name is Clarence Mustafa Fugo, and I joined the conversation from a Jonah Allen resident.
Yes, sir. We'll make sure. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, so I want to call to have you guys informed that even if the Kukumensi is going to kill the entire protester who will be assembled peacefully on July 17th, I will still go and champion the cause for the liberation of the Nigerian people.
One thing we can say is the police have given assurance of protecting your rights.
They already been informed. They say what they needed. So finally, when he lied that time, the ministry already let him know that there was a notice being served as required. Good morning. Good morning.
I want to say to our brother, for the other side of the the street will always go secret and I can call him. So I forgot if my mother
Mama, I'm gonna call you up. I tell you say that Bonnie Bene doing show here for. I asked him whether you support the protest, then he say Bonnie.
My brother,
but yeah, don't bring him other men here. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Good morning. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Thank you. This is saying I'm recording in this Motu County. Abu, as I speak now, currently, I'm in the township of Johnson moving from community to community.
Why you are moving last week?
And show the Nigerian people to tell you I support the protest 100%. And my children and family, I will encourage you to support the protest 100% because Nigeria is a law of country. The laws of country, we should govern everything that the country needs to better say. You cannot tell me we got a nation where there's no law and all of them say that citizens you locally. You can't tell me you say in this country, you said that one group of people marginalize you to say you for England or you for Africa. Once you do that, the citizens, then you back it because you can't win that.
So what are you doing in the community? You're mobilizing?
What are you talking about?
That's patriotic. Thanks a lot. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu. Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
Yes, sir. Once again, so glad to see you. Abu, we are the group that come from the school of thought that believe that it's better you die fighting for your freedom than to die being suppressed as a hostage and being in prison. What we are facing now is both physical imprisonment and economical imprisonment. Abu, we are in economical hostage. Every day, after a day,
does the protest make sense to you?
It makes a big sense. I'm going to be there. Why they say I'll be there. Whatever be there, I'm going to be there live. You should kill us all, but we'll be there. I'll fight for our freedom. If I don't fight for it, it'll die in our home. Go. Thank you.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, this is Gio. This is Tom. Same call. Abu.
Yes, sir.
I'm not staying here in the mind of the protester. They want to be watchful, mindful on that day. They are ready to do everything they can of April 12, 1980.
No, my man. No, baby. Yeah, that I'm going back again. Y'all leave that other thing in there. Yo, that one part we can tell you free. So let me take this on the WhatsApp. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu. Good morning, Hika. How you doing?
Good morning, man.
We're fine.
Okay, yesterday, Abu, we call with Kuninga. You call. You put in Pika. Call.
Sorry about
but
that.
From our end here, yeah, Anna. calling from Texas. For our end here, we met some of our lawmakers. The advice they gave us is to give to our people is the letter that they sent to the Justice Ministry, they should send copy to the embassy.
Okay.
They should send copy to ECWA office if we have it there. They should send it to the Union office. Yes, the letter they sent to the Justice Minister, they should send copy to how do you call it, U.S. Embassy. And now that Baka is here, the embassy will forward it to the office here, to Trump office. Then they'll acknowledge him on that. No, me Baka on that and say, yeah, the letter received. There's a big trouble behind you. Your people want to protest, but your police say this. Some of your warlord people say this. They'll meet him. The one will call you, say, we'll call. You didn't pick our call.
Oh, okay.
So they should do that today.
All right. Thank you.
Please tell them, very good. I'm coming. Tell them again. Tell the boy again. Here we're doing a letter, but we want a backup letter from them, which is the letter that going to the Justice Minister. We're doing a backup letter here. Yeah, we've done a letter here that going to Donald Trump to engage back on it.
On Bonneke issue?
Not Bonneke, but the whole protest.
Oh, okay.
It's about the whole protest.
All right. So yes. I'll tell them. Yeah.
Fine.
And then we'll get it, then we'll share it.
Very good. Anybody.
Yeah, we'll see all the things that y'all make sure. But anyway, I'll call you after the show. We'll talk about it. Yeah.
Very good.
All right. Thank you very much. So yeah. But anyway, folks, that's how much we can be here to talk to you. And of course, these are very trying moments in our country. No matter what your emotional state of mind is, any which way you feel the pinch, you feel the burden of the hardship in the country. And this is exactly what we come here to talk about, to draw the attention of our leaders too, so that at the end of the day, they will consider doing something for all of us benefit, right? This is not to probably indicate, our dislike for the regime or the president. We love President Baka. He is an old man, and of course we respect him a lot, but basically not at the detriment of our own well-being and of course our future. So the president will just have to understand that. So we gotta go.
And I will be here tomorrow alongside Promise. But until then, let's keep the peace of Liberia. This country will not burn.
When they were coming, they said they were.
Oh yes, indeed. When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. And when it became the time, excuses after the other, corruption story after the other. Fertilizer, they say the Ministry of Agriculture should have purchased fertilizer for some of the money. Part of the portion of the other report, they say they bought the fertilizer for 300 and some more thousand. So the auditors went to investigate. The total fertilizer cost 200 and small change. A difference of over 100 and some more $1,000 was stolen just to go buy fertilizer. Ministry of Agriculture. My name is Abu Sharif, and of course, until we see you, do have yourself a wonderful time. Bye bye.